It's number 1 on Meg the Stallion Week 2, Joe. This one's called Cobra.
Cobra.
And I've been seeing in the comments.
A lot of people wanted this one.
Want
it's
Cobra.
pretty new, 2 months.
Ooh, okay.
Pretty new.
I haven't heard it or seen it, so this is a fresh reaction. I'm excited.
Man, you know what? Of all the Meg the Stallion songs that we've been watching over the past 2 weeks, that Body song, it's stuck in your ear for eternity.
Yeah.
That's all I can think about. Like for mine, like past month. All right,
let's see it. Yeah.
Just as a snake sheds its skin, we must shed our past over and over again.
Breaking down and I had the whole world watching, but the worst part is really who watched me. Every night I cried, I almost died, and nobody close try to stop me. Long as everybody getting paid, right? Everything will be okay, right? I'm winning, so nobody tripping. Bet if I ever fall off, everybody go miss. At night, I'm sitting in the dark room thinking, probably why I always end up drinking. Yes, I'm very depressed. How can somebody so blessed wanna slit they wrist? Shit, I probably bleed out some Pinot. When they find me, I'm in Valentino. Ayy, he pouring me shots, thinking it's lit. Ha, little did he know, this pussy depressed. I'm about to stress him, yeah. Pink nails around his neck, but this ain't domestic. Ayy, think it's going down. Ha, now he stand corrected. Ayy, this pussy depressed. I'm about to stress him. Ayy, damn, I got problems. Never thought a bitch like me would ever hit rock bottom. Man, I miss my parents, way too anxious. Always cancel my plans. Pulled up, caught him cheating, getting his dick sucked in the same spot I'm sleeping. Lord, give me a break. I don't know how much more of this shit I can take. How long you been worried about me telling people that's not me? Honestly, I kinda feel like you plotting, watching. Why is you speaking on me at my lowest when you acted like you ain't know? I was tripping, going crazy, and they low-key hating so they ain't gon' say shit. Damn, I finally see I'm killing myself when bitches will die to be me. This pussy depressed, I'm about to stress him, yeah. Pink nails around his neck, but this ain't domestic, ayy. Think it's going down, now he stand corrected, ayy. This pussy depressed, I'm about to stress him. I ain't going.
Dang. This might be one of the serious ones we've done yet.
Yeah, well, this is that very common topic of superstars just being upset with life because it's not all it's cracked up to be when you're rich and famous.
Damn it, all those keyboard warriors don't get it either. They're all on here thinking, why she had to be sad? You're rich. You know, it's always the most insane thing to tell someone like you're not allowed to be sad. You're not allowed to be sad. Yeah. Like, why? Because people are poor and you're not poor. It's like, dude, there are so many happy poor people that we should help people, but there's plenty of people like that are not as rich as me and are much happier. Mm-hmm. So it does have something to do with it, but it's not exactly correlated. And then the target on your back you get for being rich and famous, like, good luck. That sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah. I mean, how it's already challenging enough forming real connections with people, and how are you supposed to navigate that when everyone that you meet is probably putting on their like best, whether it's authentic or not, they're putting on their best, you know, and it's usually fake. And it's usually full of like compliments just to try to like, everyone's trying to swoon you, be like, if they like me, then blah, blah, maybe this could happen. And everyone's trying to fight for your attention and your time and your energy. Also, now that Meg the Stallion is a superstar, she has an entire like probably at least 30 to 40 people in her life that work for her brand, her business. And so that's pressure to keep going and do stuff because these people make their livelihood off of her. Yeah. You know, and it's probably more people than that, honestly.
Oh, yeah. I mean, in every sort of way. Like, people have talked about having that pressure to perform when sometimes you just don't want to, but now everyone relies on you to do it. Yeah. You just can't stop it. Yeah. It's like the frickin' train is going and you're the conductor, but everyone will kill you if you stop the train. So,
yep. I mean, your label, your managers, your business managers, all those people, when they get a cut, of everything you do, they try to make you do literally everything that they can.
And it does sound like there's a little personal relationship in it, but I don't know too much about it. Like someone's,
But it all ties in together.
But
that
we
stuff
talked
weighs heavily on personal relationships.
Exactly, and we also talked a lot about it with one of the Beyonce videos, like when it came out that Jay-Z was cheating on Beyonce and stuff like that. It's like, dude, that's Beyonce. How is she get cheated on? It's like, dude, I don't know. It's not. It doesn't really matter.
No one's exempt from pain.
Yeah, and I don't know if this sounds like she's alluding to a similar situation, being cheated on by people that would die to be her.
Yeah.
And then the other thing that I always think about is this is a tough thing I always think about when I think of famous people is the fans. They love them so much. And they care about them. They care about their, idols and everything like that. But the problem is like, do you ever just think about how weird it would be if you were to meet someone and they were just to cry when they meet you?
Yeah.
Like, how would that make the famous person feel? To be like, oh yeah, when I meet anyone, they just bawl into tears. What is it like? How am I supposed to feel about that? Am I supposed to just like undyingly soak admiration? Like, that is so weird. It's such a strange feeling.
I think the common reaction is to give comfort, but it's not your job to comfort anyone either for just meeting you.
I know.
Like, there's no way to react. The only way is to just avoid interactions.
Exactly.
Like, there's no way to exist in that life.
And it's this continued deterioration of humanity between the fans and the fames.
I think the lyric is do they have it here?
No, it doesn't look like it.
I think the lyric is alluding to I think she says something like, I want to kill myself, but I want to die, but people are dying to be me. Something like that, right? It's it's more clever than that. I can't remember the lyric.
All right, let's finish this.
Yeah, no emotion. Ay, back outside. Yeah, back in motion. Ay, he keep calling. I ignore it. He say I'm crazy. Don't I know it?
Damn. That is a fierce
story by Meg Thee Stallion. Dead python.
Oh, Joe, it's a cobra.
It's humongous. I didn't think cobras were that big.
Yeah.
Although a cobra would make sense.
Wow. Well, that was a powerful ending there. No lyrics, no rapping, just like guitars and
shredding guitar solos.
But I mean, with the dancing was intense out in there in that wasteland.
Yeah. Something that I think that this song brings up that I don't think about enough, or I'd like to think about more, is the idea of what the transit. I mean, everyone goes through their transitions in life. They're, become adults and they become parents or whatever. But this being a famous person, the story and course of becoming famous, because I bet in the beginning it's all winning. You're just, wow, like,
it's all exciting.
My song is becoming famous. My song is stretching to this part of the world and this part of the world. Now I have 1 million views, 100 million views, 1 billion views, whatever.
And you're getting rich.
And you're getting richer and richer and richer. You're buying this big house. But then once there's probably you probably crest something. It's like, okay, now I've made it to there. Maybe album 1, album 2 that blew up, right?
Yeah.
And then it's like, then it always feels this way, that the world is like, all right, now it's time to yank you back down because we loved seeing your rise, but now we're kind of sick of you. So we're going to yank you back down. Happens in everything. Happens in sports. Any team that's winning all the time, it's like, all right, we're so sick of these jerks winning all the time. It's like, yeah, but they didn't do anything wrong. It's like, you know what? But still, though, and so they start making up fake shit and criticizing them. And it's the same way with pop stars, too. They get shit all of a sudden. I mean, we all saw the meteoric rise of Britney Spears, and then everything was so weird around her after that, with the paparazzi just like living in front of her house and
you also
doing all the things they did to her.
There's also a level of like, okay, you won all the awards, you made all the money, you're a household name, and it's like there's nothing else to achieve, and then all of a sudden you start to look inward and you're like, ruh-roh.
yeah Or do I even have friends? Because I focused on this career so much, I don't even have any close friends. And now how hard is it to make friends?
Right.
I mean, you ever wonder why it's so common that famous people would date each other? Who has that shared experience? And but
understanding, knowing that this person isn't using you for your fame.
Yeah. Hopefully, as long as you're at the same level. I mean, if look at someone could be, I mean, not saying that they're doing this, but like the Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce stuff right now is like, Travis Kelce is is below obviously Taylor Swift, and not saying that he is, but in that scenario, it's imbalanced, and he could be doing something like that, and being paranoid about it, you couldn't know. It'd be so hard to know.
Oh yeah,
in a lot of scenarios.
If you're a paranoid person, yeah.
And when you're that famous, so many people are trying to do something, trying to get stuff from you. You probably inevitably become paranoid. I don't know how you couldn't. I'd be paranoid. If you're trying to like establish close relationships when everyone knows who you are.
Well, like I said, it's already hard enough to do that, to establish close relationships with normal people.
Yeah. We're already relying on apps and everything to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Imagine being famous. They do have famous dating apps.
I know.
I forget what it's called.
It's called Raya.
Raya, that's right.
That's right.
And you have to have like a certain level of fame and probably prove you're
Or you have to,
who you are.
Or you have to get like sponsored by someone who's on the app.
Oh.
Be like, I know them, I can vouch for them, and they'll let you on the app.
Dude, and then what's so funny is how much networking still goes on that anyway.
Oh yeah.
Because they're all still networking as well. So it's like it's still hard.
Yeah.
When your image and like who you are is part of your business, is so part of your business, as opposed to just like I think it's pretty hard for like young Korean stars to have romantic relationships because the fans get really upset about it. Things like that.
It's insane.
I know.
But yeah, I mean, so clearly Meg Thee Stallion, you said this is 2 months old. Yeah. So this is fresh. She's been in the spotlight for years now. And yeah, and she's getting older. You start to think about different things as you grow mentally and maybe even spiritually and emotionally. You start to like consider things differently and have different perspective, and it makes you oftentimes reflect on how you're actually really doing, and a lot of people will find that they're not doing so well.
Yeah. And a lot of us, for all of us regular people out here that are not super famous or super successful, a lot of us have never realized our wildest dreams.
Right.
And a lot of them have.
For Meg Thee Stallion, she has realized her wildest dreams. She's probably, like, even beyond the money and the fame, like, she's probably had some crazy-ass parties. And, like, anything she can dream up, she can make it happen in her life and have these really intense experiences.
Yeah.
And then to just, like, sit there by yourself on, like, a Monday with nothing to do, you're like, oh, what am I doing this for? I've done it all.
Yeah. And well, it's that's the big thing, and it's not obviously she hasn't realized all of her dreams, but a lot of a lot of the very superficial dreams she can probably do at any moment, whenever she wants. Like she could go anywhere, she could do anything, she could get anything, she could probably do anything like that. So like the fact that like unless her dream was to be the president, then obviously that's different. She still hasn't done that yet. I think she's still too young to even do that. But the point is
as an entertainer, it's like where do you go? How much further can you push it? What else can you achieve?
And once you get to those mountaintops, I can only imagine you just sit there and be like, this has been everything I've cared about for the past 8 years, and now it's done. Now I can keep doing this, but the chase is over. The climb is done.
You don't have to do it. You have nothing to prove.
Yeah.
You've already done it. You proved to everyone you could do it. You did it.
And I bet that even people on smaller levels feel that way once they've just made a lot of money, but made a lot of money and like, oh, I've made all this money. Now what do I do with all this money? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
You own the house that you always wanted. That's true. And you've gone to the place you want to go to. Okay.
Yeah.
But what do you like? I don't know. I did the things I like. Now I don't have any. I'm not going to do them again.
Right.
Can't just keep doing the same things over and over again. I'm still alive. Like, life sometimes can be a little long in this situation.
Yeah. I mean, I can't imagine what it's like to be Meg Thee Stallion and have that whole experience.
I like her reptile queen here.
I know. Her outfits are incredible. She looks amazing.
I know. We barely got into any of that because we got all into the frickin' story.
The story is the most important part.
I know.
But all these shots is a really well
all
shot.
The people taking pictures of her,
mm-hmm.
and then she's molting.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, the imagery is that she's changing.
Yeah.
And she's growing. And, she can't be who she once was. And that's just life. It's like we've already hammered home. It's just way more intense when everyone's in your business and has this expectation of who you are and who they want you to be. Yeah. And then you're like, I'm really not that thing anymore. Or at least aware of you're headed in a different direction.
Yeah.
And trying to mitigate the potential disappointment of people or something like this.
That's wild.
That's hard enough to do with like your parents or like brothers and sisters, you know?
I know.
Like, shit, I'm kind of different now. Let alone millions of fans.
Well, a lot of us have friendship, especially friendships from high school, and then you go and you hang out that friend again when you're in your mid-20s, and you're like, oh, we have nothing in common anymore because we haven't seen each other in 5 years.
Yeah.
Like I went to college, they went to college or something like that, and then we see each other again. And you're like, oh, different interests, you know? Yeah. They stayed the same, and I changed, or they changed, and I stayed the same. I don't know.
But anyways, hats off to Meg Thee Stallion for continuing growing and giving us a killer video.
That was a good video.
With very meaningful, with a deep meaning. It made me and Joe go into our philosophy mode.
That's right. If you want more podcasts like philosophies,
we
plan on filling in 10 hours a day.
Yeah, me and Joe are going to go live soon, so keep a lookout for that. We
definitely are.
We need to start getting that idea out there.
Yeah, we should say it at the end of every video.
yeah.
We're gonna start going live soon, and when we do, come and watch.
Yeah,
and ask us questions.
Yeah, we'll do some Q&A.
Ooh, and ask us questions now, and maybe we'll remember them for when we go live.
That's right. So, all right. Well, that's our time, and thank you, Meg.
Another great Meg Thee Stallion
Another
week.
Fantastic week. I can't believe it.
Oh, man. I hope she comes up with more videos and then also eventually finds her way to mini golf with my bro.
Well, that's the idea. You know, one thing she has not achieved is a mini golf date with me, Mike.
And you know what's great is that you also haven't achieved a mini golf date with Meg Thee Stallion.
Right. So it's a mutual achievement.
And so we can accomplish both of you, two birds.
Two birds.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's one of her dreams. Thank you so much, Miss Lucy 2522 for putting this list together. It's been a wonderful week, and we'll see you next time.